Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare in Depth. In today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the Atlas 45 and PDW buffs. They both got very significant buffs to their damage and range and some of the other attributes, and instead of doing individual episodes, I felt that it was better to combine them into one episode because they're relatively simple and because they're both sidearms. You're going to get to see gameplay of me using both the Atlas 45 and the PDW where appropriate, but let's start talking about these buffs. The Atlas 45 got a medium range damage buff from 33 to 34, only one more point of difference, but that changes it from 4 shots to kill to 3 shots to kill, which is a pretty big change. So the old Atlas 45 used to be either 2 or 4 shots to kill. It would be 2 shots very close range and 4 everywhere else, which made it, well, an all or nothing kind of weapon. The new Atlas 45 is either 2, 3, or 4 shots to kill, which makes it feel much more consistent and much more useful in normal engagements. The question is, however, what is the 3-shot kill range on the Atlas 45? Well, the new 3-shot kill range on the Atlas 45, like there wasn't one before, but anyway, the 3-shot kill range is 18 meters, which you can see right here. That's actually very good range for a semi-automatic pistol. That's better than some of the SMGs, and that's honestly very impressive to me, and that makes me reconsider using it as a secondary weapon. I think it is now a decent sidearm. It's really good at finishing people off, which is what it was supposed to be to begin with. You know, you need 1 or 2 shots to finish somebody. Unfortunately, the long-range damage was just too low, and it didn't have a very good feel to it, so not many people used it. Now I would say it's totally worth that extra point. If you don't want to scavenge for guns, if you don't need the perks or whatever, the Atlas 45 is very reliable now. And as for what is the best way to use it, I recommend advanced rifling and extended mags. Those are always a safe bet. You can use whichever one you want. Akimbo is no longer the way to go. I tried it akimbo. Akimbo was the way I recommended using it last time just because it was such a frustrating pistol to use. The only reasonable solution I could come up with was akimbo just so we can dump more bullets downstream. But now advanced rifling seems to work better as you extend your 3-shot kill range, and extended mag is always good because the magazine size is kind of small on the weapon. Moving on, let's talk about the PDW. The PDW got damage increases at all ranges, and I see that it was completely increased at every single range. The entire damage profile is reworked, so we're going to take a look at that. The old PDW used to deal 26 damage up close, drop off to 20 at medium range, and then finally drop off to 18, discrete numbers, not a linear decline. The new PDW is now 33, 25, 20, so it's still 4 shots to kill up close. That didn't change, but 33 over 26, you get extra deflection and flinch. When you shoot people, you get redder screen, and you can do the 3-shot and then stun grenade trick. You'll finish people off more likely. Medium range used to be 5 shots, now it's 4 shots, and long range used to be 6, so now it's 5, and essentially this is a huge buff to time to kill and range on the weapon. Its overall damage profile, how the feel of the weapon is way better now, and I think you'll be very happy with it. But one of the questions is, what's the 4-shot kill range now? What's the furthest away that I can get 4 shots to kill? Because that's the fastest that you're going to get to kill anybody, so I did a little test. This right here is the new 4-shot kill range. It's not bad for a fully automatic weapon. Again, better than some of these submachine guns. I don't think that you're going to be able to hit 4 shots in a row at this range because the recoil is somewhat bad on the PDW, but it does give you an accurate representation of what you can do if you are a very precise shooter. As for what is the best variant on the PDW now, that really changes this up because the PDW used to be all about rate of fire and dumping bullets downstream, so we were gravitating toward the Crusher and the Chucker elite variants, and I will say the Chucker is still an astounding elite variant, but as for which one is best in general, I think the PDW condensed, which is the marksman variant, is the best one now because it has a rate of fire buff, a very significant one mind you, and it has tighter hipfire spread. So that those are 2 things that are really great for the PDW. You have no change, you have no increase in recoil, no increase in hipfire spread, no magazine decline, nothing really bad about it. So that's a purely bonus weapon, and that's going to be the best one. If you can't get that one, the Chucker is probably going to be the way to go, but only use it close range because it's just the damage isn't so great at long range. It's just a dump truck up close. And as for what is the best way to use it, I'm going to recommend akimbo or do the extended mags advanced rifling thing. For whatever reason, the PDW works great akimbo. I think that's just because it's fully automatic and I can dump bullets downstream and not worry about them. So akimbo is a totally reasonable and viable way to use this weapon. I did pretty good with it. If not, either extended mags for more bullets or advanced rifling for more range. You're probably not going to run 2 attachments on your secondary, but you can if you want to. As for what I think about it, I think this is a great pocket spray and pray gun right now. This gun is in a good place. It's where it needs to be. It's usable, it's viable, it's worth the point if you want it like that. If you're running a sniper rifle and fast hands, you can take this or the Atlas 45, but it is not a second primary. Even though it has a similar look, it is not the Cap 40 from Black Ops 2. pre-nerf, mind you. That was like a second primary. That one was crazy. You do actually have to have some skill to use it, and it's not going to replace your SMG or anything, but you can very easily finish people off or kind of abuse it up close in a pinch. Guys, that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I do hope you try out some of the new pistols or some of the buffed secondaries because they are quite good. The previous episode was on the S12 shotgun buff, and the next one is going to be on the Lynx sniper rifle buff, which I assure you it's a crazy one. I think you'll enjoy it. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.